Hello there, and welcome to the Bit of Peacock. It's my channel where we talk all things Leeds United. Unfortunately, of course, my name is George. I say unfortunately, Leeds have lost 1-0 at home for the first time at home in almost a year. Tottenham Hotspurs were the last team to come to Elland Road and taste a victory. That was almost a year ago, May 2023, when our relegation was confirmed in the last game of last season, even though we were already pretty much down. That one confirmed it. For me, this one confirms potentially it's the playoffs for Leeds United, the dreaded playoffs, and I was absolutely furious at full time a few hours ago. I've sort of calmed down a little bit now, and you look at the game, but I'm not happy. Obviously, who is? I mean, as everybody was furious at full time, probably coming out the game, watching on the telly, whatever you were watching it, or just following the game, and deflated, frustrated, angry. All of those emotions, those negative emotions that you feel when Leeds United lose a game of football, and particularly one as of the importance as this game. Now, we'll get into it, but yeah, looking as it is now, some people say we got away with one. Ipswich have just drawn away, at home to Middlesbrough. That puts them on the top of the league on 89. Leicester follow on 88. We're third on 87. But the danger for me now is Southampton, who grabbed a 99th minute winner through Flynn Downs at St Mary's against Watford to win the game 3-2. They're now on 81 points, and you got it. They've got 2 games in hand. So if you do the maths, yeah, they can reach 87, what we're on, with 2 wins in their games in hand. So they're back in with a shot, surely now, back in with a chance of catching us, and they'll fancy it, of course they will, and they keep seeing the likes of Leicester, Leeds and Ipswich messing up. They're going to fancy it, aren't they? And Leeds once again caught napping today, absolutely atrocious. Daniel Farke made 3 changes from the side that drew at home to Sunderland on Tuesday night. That's 2 games at home in less than a week that we should be winning. We haven't won any of them. We haven't even scored in either of those 2 games. Pathetic. So I think Kamara came out the starting lineup. Archie Gray dropped into midfield with Ilagruev. Willie Gnonto came in for Dan James, and there was a swap at the back with Roberts coming in. I think Roberts came in for Kamara, didn't he? Yeah, when he switched up to right back, Gray drops into midfield, like I said, and it was just not good enough. I think we started all right. We started better tempo than it was against Sunderland on Tuesday. Bit better tempo. But ultimately, there was nothing real penetrative about Leeds United. Thought all the play in the first half really came down. Somerville's left hand side, or as I've sort of coined his name, Winterville now, because he's having such a poor run of form and doesn't. To me, I mean, it's harsh to say these players, the likes of Georgie as well, you can lump into this. Yeah, it's great when it's going great and he's going, let's go, and all this, and back to winning ways, and this, that, and the other. All smiles on the face when they're winning games, of course they are. But they go hiding in games when it's so. We need them. We need these players. There are, are sort of gems in the team. They need to come up with something, and they're just not. Willie Gnonto did today, and he was hooked off for some strange reason. He was the one that was fighting and looking the most likely to create any sort of chance for Leeds United to go. But we could have been playing all the way up until next year. We wouldn't have scored in that game. When are we going to score again? When are we going to win again? It's 1 win in 5 for Leeds United now. No wins in the last 3 games, no goals in the last 2. It's looking really, really, really bleak at the most pivotal time of the season. There's 3 games to go. It's teetering on a knife edge, but all 3 of the top teams are not in good form at all. Like I said, Ipswich drawn at home to Middlesbrough today, who we go to next Monday, a week on Monday, and they are unbeaten in Middlesbrough unbeaten in 11 games. I think it's not going to be an easy one, that at all. Then it's QPR away, and we end it with Southampton at home, which will be an absolutely massive game. Massive game to end this on. It might even come all down to that. Now, Southampton have hauled themselves, looking like if they can win those 2 games in hand, they've hauled themselves back into the contention. But like I said, Leeds, all of it came down the left-hand side that first half, really. Willie Gnonto was in and out of the match on the other side. Had a couple of speculative efforts that I think were pretty much well saved, or easily saved, should I say. Sorry, from Ainsley Pears in the Blackburn goal. Wasn't good enough. One of the efforts was from Connor Roberts, wasn't it? Easy save for Ainsley Pears. And then, ends 0-0 at half-time. Leeds have got all the ball. Blackburn nearly score. Sammy Smodics, who is a top scorer, man, and we will speak about him later on in the video, of course. We have to, don't we, unfortunately. But you don't give him this sort of opportunity. Chris Somerville or Chris Winterville plays a real, like a suicide pass across the pitch in his own half, trying to pick out Connor Roberts, who was not expecting it, I don't think, or the ball fell short. Sammy Smodics was on it like a flash, ran up the pitch into the penalty box, and it took a good save from Meslier to keep him out. Looked from where I was watching that it was going into the net, to be fair. It was a good save, that. But Leeds, that was the best chance for either side of the half, really. Leeds, a lot of the ball, no real penetration like we've seen many times. Too many times this. Junior Firpo, Chris Somerville playing down the wing, playing on the left side, but not really doing much with it. The penetration has completely gone from Leeds United. It's really, really worrying. Daniel Farke just looks gone, just looks shot. For me, I mean, whisper it because, me getting a lot of flack, really. But it's silly to say, like, 3 games left. Obviously, we keep him, don't we? But for me, sack him at the end of the season. Not good enough. Even if we go up, I'd probably sack him. You call for him now, but obviously you realise it's 3 games to go. That's never ever going to happen. So you leave him in there, see if he can get us promoted. Definitely, if he can't, I would hope he goes and we pick out a more competent manager for next season. If we go up, I hope the same as well, because we all know what Daniel Farke's record is like in the Premier League. It's not good, and I do believe it'll just go down that same route again. And we've already seen it. We're seeing it now. We're probably seeing why a lot of other Premier League sides haven't taken a punt on him really in the past as well. Really, really poor. It's a lot of the same sort of worries and disappointments that I've seen a lot of Leicester City fans about their performance last night. Obviously, they lose away at Plymouth on Friday night, and yeah, it's one way of playing. There's no plan B. It's just stale. It's really, really gone stale, and didn't look like scoring really. It was very, very comfortable for Blackburn, who from we see it a lot at Elland Road, from about the 65th minute mark of the game, the away side take a little bit of initiative and start to pull themselves up and try a bit. And Blackburn had one cleared off the line by Connor Roberts. I don't know how Dolan's not got on the end of that. And then, we're huffing and puffing all of the ball. Not real, again, any penetration. Unfortunately, Patrick Bamford comes onto the pitch, misses probably what would I say would be the best chance opportunity that we had. Header from about 5 or 6 yards out, should be burying the ball in the net, comes off his shoulder and over the bar. And then on 82nd minute, it's a lovely ball by Dolan across the penalty box, and Sammy Smodics is as free as you want. Why are you giving him so much space? He's the top scorer in the league. He grabs his 24th of the season, lifted into net over Meslier, and it's 1-0 on 82 minutes, and that's a game done. And to be honest with you, I switched it off. Hope nobody judges me on that one. I switched it off. I did. I'd had enough. I knew exactly what was going to happen. There was no chance Leeds United were going to come back, and it was the first home defeat since like I said, since Tottenham Hotspur came to Elland Road nearly a year ago now, May 2023. It was the last game of last season. A 4-1 win, I think it was, which sealed our relegation, even though it was already pretty much confirmed. So, yeah, Blackburn, though, it's a smash and grab for them. They'll be absolutely buzzing it. It looks like it's pretty much confirmed their status in the Championship next season. 49 points they're on now. Huddersfield, I think, were pegged back very, very late against Bristol City. So they're on 44. So 5 points ahead of the drop zone with 3 to play. I think they'd be pretty confident of that, particularly with the confidence of winning at Elland Road, being the only team to win at Elland Road this season. I wasn't impressed with Blackburn, but although I like that kit, to be fair, that black kit, all black kit looked quite smart, but for me, yeah, I wasn't impressed. Obviously, they've got that magic in Sammy Smodics, which we don't have, and they're sitting, 16th in the league, I think they are now. So how on earth, you know, we're at the top end of it and we can't even get anybody scoring goals. It's just gone stale. It's 2 home games there, Sunderland and Blackburn. With no disrespect, you'd absolutely expect to win those 2 games coming into the running of the season. Now it's terrible. It's 1 win in 5 now for Leeds United, at the wrong end of the form table, probably at the wrong end of the season. It's got to be. I said it's got to be a win. It had to be. In a sense, we have got away with it, with Ipswich drawing and Leicester losing. But Southampton are coming up strong behind us now on 81 points. 2 wins out there, 2 games in hand would see them level with us on 87 points. It's a worry for me, but for me, this tells me, just go now. End of the season, whether we're promoted or not. I don't want to see him at Leeds United past the end of this season. Let me know your thoughts in the comments there below. Real poor. Really disappointing today. And you get that really disappointing feeling, which we haven't felt for a long time. To be fair, we're now feeling it on a regular basis with the team's performances dropping and the results, you know, matching those as well, which is really annoying. There you go. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you on the next one.